Journey. Welcome everyone to Walking the Path. I'm realizing I don't have my headphones on. Oh no, hold on a second. Here we go. Yeah, now maybe you can hear me a little bit better. Hi everybody, welcome. Happy day, happy life, happy journey. Welcome to Walking the Path. I am so grateful that you all are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am sitting in my deconstructed living room. I am getting ready to really move my base down to Costa Rica. I'm so excited. And so I'm here in Los Angeles closing up this space. This has been such a tremendous time of surrender, such a tremendous time of transformation. Hey, Mia, how you doing? Great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And hi to everyone. Thank you so much. Give me a shout out. Let me know you're listening. Let me know where you're calling or where you're listening from. And hey, Sarah, happy day, happy life. Let's see, you're in Africa, is that right, Sarah? Do I remember that, or London? I can't remember. Good to see you again. Welcome. So, as I said, I'm here in my living room, and it's broken down. Stuff is getting packed and getting ready to move. Debbie, aloha, great to see you. And I want to share with you about surrender. And what surrender looks like. What is surrender? Petra, hello from Switzerland. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sarah, hello, Sarah. So what does surrender look like? This really came to me today. In Belgium. Hi, Sarah from Belgium. So, I had a client call me the other day. John Sway from San Diego and Declan. Good to see you, brother. Great, great, great to see you all. Thank you so much for joining us. And Sarah's from Australia. Hello. And Lisa and Max, hey, from the Poconos. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much. So what does surrender look like? I had a client call me recently, and he was in a fight with his spouse. And there were some specific things that we could talk about, right, in the course of the session when they were calling me. And there might be some specific tips and techniques and communication and how you can do things, which is great, and we can talk about those things. But what I saw so clearly in this call was surrender, that we are surrendering ourselves to something greater, that we don't have to figure stuff out. When we try to figure stuff out, we actually mess it up. And that's what surrender looks like, right? This is what I want to share with you. So for example, with my friend, before I tell you a little bit more about this, we got so many people saying hello. So Michelle from Kansas, hello. Madeline and Dorota, always a pleasure. Happy Pachamama Day, Kier. And Andrea, hello. Bruce in Arizona. Colette, thank you all for joining. Okay. So here, my client called and he was saying, Kim, hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. He was saying, I have this issue with my spouse and I'm upset. And my call, my initial egoic response was, let me give you some tools and tips and techniques. But what Spirit came through and said, we surrender it. We surrender it to God. We surrender it to Spirit. We surrender it to the altar of our consciousness and know that this situation is healed and that it will be resolved better than we could have imagined. This is what surrender looks like. So there are 5 components to surrender. The first component is patience. The second is trust. The third is awareness. The fourth is patience. And the fifth is meditation. Patience, trust, faith, awareness, meditation. These are the key components to surrender. And this is why we need not worry. We need not make it happen. So, for example, this situation with my client, instead of giving tips and tools and techniques on how to handle her husband, which those things will fall out naturally, but rather anchoring into this awareness. First of all, we're bringing our awareness to the situation. that there is this perceived issue. And anything that I can feel around that issue needs to be felt, needs to be explored. I need to not push anything away, not reject anything, not go towards anything, simply bring my awareness to it. So that would look like, with this situation with my client's spouse, it would look like knowing that the situation is healed, that I'm bringing my awareness that I am upset. First of all, I'm upset. I'm upset at my spouse, and I'm angry, and I feel like this is happening over again, and it seems like we're in the same place, and all that stuff that comes up, that's bringing our awareness to it. There's resentful Buddha. There's this aspect of me that is awakened, an awareness of it, and I'm bringing my awareness to my anger. I'm bringing my awareness to my disappointment. I'm bringing my awareness to my sadness. So, Buddha is not the name of somebody who lived 2,500 years ago and is smarter than you and I'll ever be. Buddha means awakened consciousness. Christ is not Jesus's last name. Christ means awakened consciousness. So we're bringing our Christed consciousness, we're bringing our Buddha consciousness to the situation. We're bringing our awareness. There's not one aspect of anything that we can feel around what we're experiencing that isn't worthy of being harmonized and loved instead of rejected, right? Like my client was like, I shouldn't be upset at this. I shouldn't be angry. Well, get rid of the shoulds. Don't should all over yourself, right? We begin to bring our awareness. I'm angry. I'm angry at this situation. Now you can call that angry Buddha. Oh, there's angry Buddha. Oh, I'm sad. I'm disappointed that we're doing the same thing. It seems like we've been here before. Well, trust me, your awareness shows you that you haven't been there before. You're different. Your spouse is different. The situation is different. So this is different. It's not the same thing. And our awareness helps us realize that. So I'm disappointed, Buddha. Anything that you're experiencing during the day is worthy of acceptance, is worthy of your acknowledgement of it. Instead of, I shouldn't be this way, let me cut this out of myself. I'm incorporating it. I'm harmonizing it. I'm bringing it in. This is the first aspect of surrender. Now, the second aspect of surrender is trust. We can trust that there's an organizing principle to life. There is something within us that is organizing everything without our interference. Right now, the planet is spinning and we don't have to worry about it. Our food is digesting, our heart is beating, our lungs are breathing, and we're not having any conscious awareness of these things happening. There is an organizing principle in our bodies, in our consciousness, and everywhere in life. It organizes the spring. Every winter becomes a spring. Every dark night of the soul becomes a dawn. We can see that things have a rhythm, things have a process, things have a pattern. Life itself is organized. I simply need look outside and see the order of the highest heaven in the nighttime stars, in the cellular structure of my body, beauty and organization on a molecular level. There is an organizing principle in life, so we can trust that. And we can look in our own lives and say, everything's always worked out for me. No matter what, no matter how hard that situation is, it must have worked out because I'm sitting here listening to John in his deconstructed living room talk about surrender. So it must be okay. It worked out. So this is the trust aspect of surrender that we can see everywhere in nature and in our bodies and in our experience, that there is a rhythm and a pattern. There is something organizing life, and we need not worry about how it happens. Let the how be the wow, right? Let the how be the wow. And let that organizing principle arrange things better than you could have expected. Because here's the thing, if I am trying to control or figure it out or make it happen, I'm only relying on the past. For the problem, the solution to any problem does not come at the level of the problem. It comes from outside the box. That's the way they call it, thinking outside the box, right? It comes from outside the box. So I can't bring my past, the same thinking that got me into this situation. I can't use it to get me out of that situation. I have to come from outside the box. So any way that I can think of to figure it out, make it happen, is going to be bringing the carcass of the past into the present. So we trust in this organizing principle, and we allow it to organize things better than we could have imagined, because anything I can imagine comes from the past. Now, so the next aspect of surrender, so there's awareness and there's trust and there's faith. Faith is the evidence of things unseen. There's a beautiful story in the Bible that says there was a man standing next to Jesus, and he just standing in the presence of one who kept his wick trimmed so and shining, they kept his wick trimmed and shining so brightly. Just being in the presence of Jesus, this man exclaims, I believe. And the next breath he says, heal thou my disbelief. I believe, heal thou my disbelief. That biblical story shows me that we have these moments of high faith. We have these moments of belief, and then immediately, our disbelief, our old patterns of thinking come in and cause us to question that which we believe in. This is faith. Where do we anchor ourselves in faith? The same trust that we have, we can have faith in this organizing principle. Again, that every dark night has a dawn, every storm has a sunny day, every winter turns into spring. We can see the rhythms and the patterns of life. We can let nature be our teacher and have faith in the truth that everything works out. Everything has a beginning and an end. This too shall pass. There is an organizing principle in the midst. Allow it. So the next aspect of surrender is our faith. Our faith that things always work out. We've seen it in our lives. Our faith that we can see, letting nature be our teacher, that everything has its pattern. Nothing ever stays the same. Everything is changing. So again, we're just bringing ourselves to this awareness of faith. Before I go on to the next aspect of surrender, I want to give a shout out. Sarah, thank you for your comments. Tanya from Missouri, Margarita from Orlando, thank you. And Kim, thank you so much for being here. I love you and can't wait to see you back at Rythmia. Lola, happy Earth Day. And Karina, thank you. Tanya says, I had angry Buddha today at the doctor's appointment because my opinions and health decisions are important. I can't trust my doctors. They tried focusing on a COVID test before my surgeries, and you stood up for yourself. So whatever's happening, right, Tanya, in that situation, it's always an inside job. It's always on subject, and you did it perfectly. I was angry. Now, in the observation of that anger, there's a little bit of distance. There's a little bit of space between that which is you're experiencing and you as the seat of consciousness. That little bit of space gives you power to then take a breath and allow the correct course of action to reveal itself. It's beautiful. So let's see here. Let's see who else is timing in. Yes, this too shall pass. Tanya, thank you. Kim, missing you. All right. So the next aspect. So far, we've talked about surrender, awareness, faith, trust, patience. Patience is the next aspect of surrender. We must have patience. We can't rush the oak tree out of the acorn. We can't rush the caterpillar out of the cocoon. When we do, we mess stuff up. If we were to walk by and see a caterpillar, a butterfly struggling to get out of the cocoon, and we said, I'm going to help that caterpillar. Let me just cut that open and help you get out. There you go, caterpillar. I'm a good human. That would actually be harming the caterpillar, because it needs to struggle to get out in order to strengthen its wings so it can fly. So what looks like struggle, what looks like difficulty, what looks like uncomfort is actually transformation. It's actually initiation. It's actually preparation for the next stage of our growth and development. So we must have patience. It might seem hard right now what we're going through. It might seem challenging what we're going through. And we can step into remembering the wisdom of the caterpillar, remembering the wisdom of the acorn, that we can't rush these processes, that they all have a purpose, that it's initiatory, and that we are on that path of continuous unfoldment. So this is the aspect of patience with our surrender. I want to say thank you, Dorota. I appreciate you. And Jules, I can't wait to see you again. I remember our wonderful times at Rythmia, and you're saying that you're triggered to take space instead of getting beyond it makes you stew and makes it worse. You know what? Be with that. There's stew in Buddha. I'm just stewing in it. Okay. There's not one part of you, Jules, Jules, that doesn't deserve to be loved. Even the part that you can't get out of. Even the part that makes you, that triggers you and keeps you stewing in it. There you are. Acceptance is the only way. Acceptance is the only way. Condemnation and judgment does not liberate. When we condemn ourselves and waste time in self-recrimination because I should be out of this, I shouldn't be feeling this way, I shouldn't be stewing in it, it just perpetuates the downward cycle. But if I can say, okay, I'm stewing Buddha. I'm just going to be stewing Buddha right now. That's it. Allow yourself to have those feelings. Now, here's the difference, Jules. It's like the metaphor of a car. If I put the car in neutral, I can rev the gas pedal of my emotions as much as I want. I can stew in it and cuss and be upset all I want because I'm not in gear. I'm not engaged. When I put that car in drive, that's when stuff happens. That's when I act out. That's when we can cause harm. But when I can keep myself in neutral, and then I can allow myself, there I am, I'm stewing neutral. And then when you can't rush it, patience, when you've moved through that, then the correct course of action will reveal itself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So we have faith, patience, trust, awareness, and meditation. Meditation is the key to paying attention to what is so in our experience. This is looking at reality with a capital R, not reality with a small r. Reality with a capital R is that which is true, that which is unchanging, that which is eternal, that which is outside of time and space. So when I step into meditation, I am observing that which is ephemeral in time and space that is happening before me. And we know that the seat of the observer, you know that old chestnut with meditation, who's observing the observer? Who's watching the watcher? I am. What is that I? I am. I am. There's a great quote by Ernest Holmes. When all this material universe is rolled up like a scroll and placed upon a shelf and numbered among the things that were once thought to be, I am. I am. I am. That consciousness is that consciousness is the awareness that we bring. I just lost my train of thought. I'm going to be honest. I am. There we go. I am. That consciousness, that I am consciousness, that is that which is eternal within us. If we took a moment and started emptying everything out of ourselves, all the ideas, I'm a man, I'm a woman, I'm a son, I'm a daughter, I'm a father, I'm a teacher, I'm a spiritual person, I'm a mess up, I'm a whatever, all the stuff, all the opinions, all the judgments, take it all out, all of our body images, all of our belief systems, all of our opinions, all of our thoughts, take it all out, take it all out. If I'm removing that, what's left? What's removing all that stuff? I am, the I am consciousness, the I am awareness. It is that awareness that we observe, and that which we are the seat of observation, that which is eternal, unchanging, and true, is greater than any of the ephemeral experiences that are passing before that which we are observing. This is why meditation is key. That we begin to just observe without judgment. Freedom is observation without judgment. Let me repeat that again. Somebody came out of ceremony and said, John, I got it. Freedom is observation without judgment. I said, that's the most brilliant thing I've ever heard. Where'd you get it? She said, the medicine. What do you think? I was in ceremony. Freedom is observation without judgment. If we could observe all of the things that happen in our lives without judging them, boy, wouldn't my life be a lot better? This doesn't mean we're a doormat. There's another talk. So I think we're at a good place right now. What does surrender look like? It looks like patience, faith, trust, awareness, and meditation. The 5 aspects of surrender. When we do this, we surrender it. We don't have to figure it out. We're simply observing. We have faith that there's something that's going to organize everything. It is the organizing principle of life. And we allow it to organize things for us effortlessly. This is the meaning of raising every valley and cutting every mountain, that biblical phrase, that the way shall be immediate and easy. We have faith. All right. Thank you, all of you. Kim, Ken, Tanya, Bruce, Dorota, all of you, everybody that I can't go back and see, Karina, Juldez, Dina. Wow, thank you all so much. Tanya, so beautiful to see you all. Dorota, Mia, Sarah, thank you. Many blessings to you, knowing that you are guided by that infinite intelligence. There is an infinite intelligence and organizing principle guiding us right now. We let it be, we let it take us, we let it lead us. We know that you are surrounded by an infinite love, that this love is protecting you, and that you are connected to a source and a supply and a power that is inexhaustible. We need only allow it to organize things better than we could ever imagine. Thank you. Blessings. We'll see you soon.